I think, thank you, Mayor. I think it still revolves around the idea of investors, private companies partnering with government to see how we could get something done for the IPs. And that probably brings us to the point, because you now mentioned the idea of education, which is very vital to development, and I 100% agree with you that education is vital to development. Now, in that context, the low level of education in the IB area, is it because the people are willing to really accept educational reforms, or they are not willing to accept educational reforms, or is it because there is no money to really send their children to school? Which one do you think is weighing more? Is it
they already accept that education is important, but then still the lack of money to send them to school.
So, yeah, would you subscribe to a situation where we also include it as part of our recommendations, that it is important that stakeholders, including government, private organizations, investors, take it as an issue to subsidize the tuition fees for IPs, IB children. Do you think that could be something that will motivate them?
Yes.
Or maybe
as of now, here in our municipality, I have 12 IPs whom we support for high school, and then in the tertiary level, we have also a program of our governor limit now the support for the IPs, but then it's limited only because here in Esperanza we have 2 slots to begin. That's why, so maybe that's a good start. That's a good start. So that's why we always consider it that if ever there are investors, the investor should share
the responsibility.
Should share their, if any, it's only not the responsibility, but they have shared something for the client. For example, according to the IPRA law, we have, I think it's not so clear, but on the mineral side, at least that is at 1% or
1%, yeah.
1%.
Of the mineral, mineral cost.
If ever that 1%, that 1% would go to that tribe, and tribe now, the Hilonon tribe now, is fully or it's organized, it's well organized. So that's why if ever there will be share, that will not benefit for only one person, for the whole tribe. So that 1% now should be allocated for the health services of the Higaonon, the education for Higaonon. So those who are qualified, also those who are interested. So they could spare allocation for that share that will go to the tribe. That will be properly managed. That will be properly managed.
Which is another way of trying to empower the IPs in terms of education. Yeah.
If investor also could, if we have a big investor, then they could provide a school, because there are those investors that could provide also schools.
Private schools.
Private schools.
Yeah.
So the hospitals also. So that will be good. So maybe at that time, the Higaonon people will be happy. And like for example, as I have read in such a magazine, the tribe of the New Zealand. The tribe of the New Zealand is not an ordinary tribe, because they own resources, and they have they are respected because they are already in power.
Okay, so in terms of we will get to the other aspect of the medical aspect, the health service management. But yeah, I'm really getting interested in the idea of empowering the educational empowerment of the IPs. And I tend to also look at this idea of resource development. That is my area of interest. Forest resources, resources, agricultural resources, agricultural land. And I'm thinking that, I don't know whether you can just comment on it, I'm thinking that it's important we also, within the municipality level, I know you have your Yamendo, but I'm not too sure if you have what we call the municipal mineral resources development and management committee, because since you are thinking along the line of developing the mineral resources, though the atmosphere doesn't seem to be very good for that, do you think it's important? Do you think you will buy the idea of setting up a mineral resources development committee that would advise you on the proper modus operandi of how these resources will be developed to reduce waste and to make sure this and other is not sacrificed for utilization of these resources? Because I'm thinking that maybe we may begin to think we have that at the provincial level, and the purpose of that committee is to advise the province on how mineral resources will utilize various aspects of maybe management techniques to make sure that this and other is not sacrificed. So I'm thinking that for a municipality like this that has that kind of promising or potential mineral resources, which I'm sure you are, it's just that the detailed exploration has not been conducted. Because the IPRA law is very clear that 1% of such a proceed goes to the IPs, and maybe with the presence of the CTWG, it is very easy to now work out how this 1% could be, because the 1% normally runs into millions of pesos at a given period of time. We're talking maybe within a year, but probably after 10 years. And it's the money for IPs. So I'm thinking of, do you think it's advisable that you have what we call the Mineral Resources Development and Management Committee that will advise you on?
Yes, so that will be really a vital, a very important aspect if we will go into the utilization of the resources. Because technically, I, as a chief executive, I know nothing. I know nothing of that. So I really
I think I'm thinking along that line too. And then, in terms of health services, like, people will live long to enjoy their resources. So without health, it's difficult for the people to even enjoy their resources. And I discovered that part of the divide is that, you discovered that you've done a lot in the area of health centers. I'm so happy that you have quite a number of health centers in the municipality. But at the same time again, I also discovered that there are some of the barangays, particularly in the IP areas, that don't have health centers. And I'm thinking of a situation where, by reason of culture, some of the governors may prefer orthodox medicine to the conventional method of there are some of them that could be very good in body massage. It could be maybe giving a broken legs and all that. Do you think you can give it a try in terms of integrating orthodox medicine into conventional medicine, and really maybe try to see how they could really work together, so that some of these health centers that really we don't you're still developing your health center in some of these barangays. But I'm thinking that because of the mindset of some of the IPs, they believe that orthodox medicine seems to work better for them in some sense.
As I have known of the IPs, they are open. They are open for such any other
kind of health service.
That is
available.
They are open to that. They are not so close that they will not admit those. They are open.